So hey Lawn Care Nation, in this video we're going to do a fun little test today. As you can see behind me here, I've got the Kress Commercial backpack blower with a big 11 amp hour battery. I've got the Kress 30 amp rapid charger, and I've got a inverter gas powered generator. So you know what that means. We are going to see if we can charge our Kress batteries with the rapid charger plugged into a standard inverter style generator. Now, if you're going to try something like this, you have to make sure that you're using an inverter style generator. They are designed to keep electronics safe. You don't want to be using a normal like open cage style construction generator. But these suitcase style generators should be perfectly fine for that. Anything that's an inverter style generator. The unit that I'm using today is this Smarter Tools 2000 watt Sine Power Pro gasoline inverter generator driven by a Yamaha MZ80 engine. This particular unit is very similar to a Honda EU 2000 inverter generator. This one is a Yamaha clone. And it's actually nice that it actually has a genuine Yamaha engine. The nice thing about inverter generators is that they're very quiet, especially on idle. If you're just doing things like charging a laptop battery or your cell phone or things like that, very, very quiet to be using on like a campground and things like that. But it does ramp up the RPMs as well as how loud it gets, depending on the load that you put on it. So that's part of what I want to see today with the Kress Commercial rapid charger charging the large 11 amp hour battery. Is how much of a load would this put on something like a 2000 watt inverter normally quiet generator? How loud will it make that generator? Now, the Kress Commercial Rapid Charger has a couple of features. It's a 30 amp charger, and if you were to plug this into a 30 amp circuit, then my understanding is that it's able to charge two batteries at the same time, one on each side. See, it's got a charge port on one side, and it's got a charge port for the second battery on the other side. If you have this plugged into a standard like 15 amp circuit that you may have here in North America for your home, then it's going to charge the battery sequentially. That is, it's going to charge one battery first, and once that's done, then it'll flip over to charge the second battery once it's done. So on this inverter generator here, it is going to be for sure just a 15 amp inverter circuit there, so it's only going to be able to charge you sequentially. Now, the interesting thing about this particular test, and why would I want to test out charging your batteries on a gasoline generator, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of having battery power tools? Well, yes and no. Partly, number one, it's kind of a fun test to try. Number two, I would argue that not everybody, including myself, put sort of the environmental impact of why I like battery powered equipment as a top reason of why I use it. First and foremost, it is economical to run, not having to deal with gas and stuff. I love how quiet it is. In fact, I can go through like a list of why I like using battery powered equipment over gas powered equipment all day long, and the environmental impact is probably the last aspect that I would put on the list. So normally, I would say that, you know, if you were to plug in a gas powered generator and have to charge batteries and stuff with you on the road, that would be kind of ridiculous. And normally with other brands that I've seen of battery powered tools, it would be kind of ridiculous because it takes so long to charge batteries. Sometimes, you know, the average that I've seen is like an hour or 90 minutes to charge a single battery. Well, that's where these Kress batteries are so amazing, is that they are part of their cyber system. So you'll notice here on the battery that it says 8-minute cyber system. So these batteries are able to charge from 0 to 100% in only 8 minutes if you're using their Cyber Tank system, which is basically a large storage battery that you would charge overnight, mount in the truck, and then you carry that with you throughout the day. And as you need batteries charged, you put your battery on it, and it basically does a DC to DC fast charge, much like a Tesla going to a supercharger station where it's able to charge very, very quickly. So that's where you get that 8-minute charge. But with the plug-in rapid charger at home, even if you're just using the 15 amp plug in your garage, it's able to charge that large 11 amp hour suitcase battery in just 24 minutes. So that's still like a third of what other battery companies take to charge their particular batteries. So at only 24 minutes, it actually makes it really doable, especially considering how many lawns I can mow with one of these batteries in particular. If I mount that to the Kress commercial mower and I've got high efficiency blades on, I can do about 10 lawns on that single battery. If I put the high lift blades on that unit, then it drops it down to about 7 lawns. And if I have to run the mower at the highest power with high lift blades, then it drops it down to about 4 lawns. But still, I'm able to mow 4 lawns with it in the worst possible conditions, in the rain, tall grass, that sort of thing. And that still means that this charging in 24 minutes is still much faster than I would need to replace the battery that's on there when I'm out during the course of the day. So it actually makes it kind of an interesting scenario that if you got into a system like the Kress commercial system, and you're switching over all your gas stuff and you'd like to have a cyber tank, but you can't quite afford it. It's an expensive investment to get into, definitely something that pays off once you get into it and you have it for many years. But it may be something that's just not doable in the present when you're first getting into all the equipment and purchasing all those and the batteries and stuff like that. So if something like having a small gas generator that you may already have or purchase, and that sort of works for you in the interim to be able to charge batteries as you are, because it only takes 24 minutes. An inverter generator is traditionally pretty quiet, but we'll see about that during the test and just see how it goes. So let's hook it up and see what happens. So like I said, I've got this Kress commercial 11 amp hour battery. I just finished a bunch of jobs on it and I haven't charged it. So it's showing, it's flashing, it's completely dead. I'll try and turn on the blower. We might get a little bit out of it. Turn the power on. Battery's flashing. Let's see if we get anything. So there we go. It's completely dead now. I just ran it to completely kill it off. See if we can get it to go again. So it's completely dead now. So let's start up the generator and get that warmed up, and then we'll plug in the Kress rapid charger and see what happens. Put the battery in, see if it charges, if it turns on for one. And I'll also time how long the battery takes to charge. It should only take 24 minutes when plugged into a plug. So we'll see if it does charge in 24 minutes using that inverter generator. So let's check it out. Fuel's on, power's on, vent is on. Pull the choke. So you can see the generator is pretty quiet. You can normally have a conversation standing beside it, saying it's ready to go. So let's plug in the charger and see what happens. bit. So there you go, it's ramped up a bit in the RPMs. It's charging there as well. It's actually still pretty quiet. It's not at its maximum. Bars. So far, so good. No overload warnings coming on the generator. Three bars. About 8 minutes and 50 seconds so far. There's 4. 14 minutes. Bars, 19 minutes. $22 minutes and 17 seconds. And there you go, guys. It actually worked. It's 22 minutes and 17 seconds is what I had. Of course, I started the timer late. It's supposed to take only 24 minutes to charge the battery, so it probably took about that. It was probably a minute and a half before I remembered to hit the timer to start timing. So right in that range of 24 minutes. You heard the generator's RPM kick down once the charger lights all came on. We've got a fully charged 11 amp hour battery in approximately 24 minutes. So that's what makes this kind of a crazy idea of using a small gas inverter generator, a plausible one, because they charge so fast, these Kress batteries, that if you have 2 or 3 batteries already, and maybe you just need 5 batteries to get through the day, and you've got like 3 physical batteries, using something like this might be that thing that you need just to do 1 or 2 charges while you're out there in the field to get those recharges done, because it only takes 24 minutes. I know with this little inverter generator with a full tank of gas, on the lowest RPM, if it's just idling, it'll run for like 8 hours. So you cut that in half, say half the RPM. It was working about half. It wasn't at the full RPM, full load there. So say 4 hours even on a tank of fuel, with these only taking 24 minutes to charge. More than enough to be able to get those charges in and recharge a couple of batteries as you need them, if that's your only option to be able to do that, until being able to invest in something like a cyber tank or something like that. Ultimately, that would be the most ideal, to not have to deal with gas completely, to have all of those other benefits, the quietness and all that sort of stuff of having it completely silent when you're recharging batteries. But this is definitely something that is doable with the Kress system, because they do charge just so fast. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this test of charging these Kress commercial batteries using a inverter style generator. So that's it for this one, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.